I get why the right wingers like this dictator.
Yeah.
He's friends with Trump, and he likes to fix our elections like he likes to fix his elections. But there's some progressives who still defend this guy.
What I want to know about those progressives is, did they defend him when he sent members of Pussy Riot to prison for 2 years because they had the audacity to protest at a Catholic church? Were you supportive of Putin back then?
Are you supportive of Putin when his allies run ads like this, creating demagoguery to rile up his base to hate others like gay people in the country? What part of this thug right-wing dictator do you enjoy as a progressive?
No, Cenk, let's immediately distract from the conversation by talking about everything that the US does that we don't like. Yeah. Even though it's completely unrelated to this particular story. But let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, and by the way, look, you can tell we're a little frustrated about this issue. Again, Republicans, I understand. They would love a strong man like this that blames blacks and gays, etc. in this country for their problems. They would celebrate it. And so I understand their motivation completely. But if you're a progressive, you are allowed to do and think two things at once. You're allowed to say the US has done a lot of terrible things and we look forward to fixing them, and here's the policy positions to fix them. And at the same time say, hey, maybe Putin and this current Russian government doesn't have the best of intentions for its own people, for us, or for anyone else.
I mean, the guy murders political opponents and journalists. How could any progressive say that they're in support of this guy? He's nothing but pure evil.
And so, oh no, you guys are doing Red Scare, fear mongering. What is this ad great? No, let me guess. Some Russian bot told you, no, that ad is actually not run by Putin allies, even though it seems to support Putin 100%. It's actually run by Hillary Clinton. Whatever, okay. All right, so, and by the way, the person who probably convinced you of that online was probably a robot. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
So if you take offense, look, if you don't think any of that stuff, then don't take offense. Say, hey, listen, you know what? Whether Putin is a bad guy or not is not related to the different issues that I care about. Nothing wrong with that stance. Okay, it's not related. I agree with you. Those issues are monumentally important. You say the mainstream media doesn't cover them enough. Absolutely right. The Democrats are using it as an excuse for losing the election. Absolutely right. So if you're in that camp, God bless. We got no beef at all, right? If you're in the weirdo camp that you think Putin is a good guy and that any criticism of his government is somehow against the Russian people and is meant to distract, because we can only focus on one thing at a time, meant to distract from all the other things that are going on wrong in the world, well, then we don't agree, and that's that.
Yeah. Back to the United States. Actually, we have to take one more break, unfortunately. So let's do that. When we come back to the United States, US politics, some dramas with a Republican lawmaker who had a meltdown.
And by the way, they're deregulating the banks.